What's going on, people? So, back with another shoe review. This time, unlike the last several, it's an actual unboxing review, right? I haven't done one of these in what seems like forever. Because lately, all the stuff that I've been doing, I was unboxing it during lives and whatnot. Then I'd talk about it later, that sort of thing. But given that these just came in today, and I'm trying to get this particular review out there, again, not really in a rush because what's it really matter? But I am trying to get back to that whole same day review thing. So this is me doing that, right? Gotta put your money where your mouth is. You can't just put it where the shoes are. So here's the thing, right? I bought these from Well Gosh. Maybe you caught that from the side of the box. I don't know if it was in the camera shot or not. But either way, what that means is that I spent just a little bit more than I probably wanted to. But that extra money, to me, goes to peace of mind. Given that Well Gosh ships from somewhere in Great Britain, it kind of costs a little bit extra to make that happen. But it's cool because they ship really fast. I think these went out, let's see, today is Wednesday. I want to say they went out on Monday and now here they are. So I can't really argue with that, right? And given that these sold out relatively quickly, it's kind of a good thing that I won that raffle. So looking at the side of the box here, we are looking at a Nike Air Huarache in Bisque, Storm Gray, and Rope White. Sometimes they just have the most ridiculous string colors on the sides of these boxes. I tell you, I know where it comes from, but that's what they're doing, people. So, and this is, I'm not always good at remembering the size conversions, so I ordered these in a UK 9, which I knew was either going to be a 9.5 or a 10. Either one is fine for this particular shoe, so I didn't care. But as it turns out, 9 in UK is 10 in US for Nike. For Adidas, that's where it's the half thing. Just so you know, in case you happen to go and start trying to buy things from overseas and you're getting curious about the sizing, there you go. But looking over these things here real quick, they're looking pretty alright. I mean, I've been picking up a lot of Huaraches lately because I do claim to be a Huarache guy, and Nike's been putting a few of them out there. So I will say, initially, this one wasn't like at the top of my list. I thought it looked fine, don't get me wrong. But I wasn't like, oh my god, I gotta have it. I rarely am. But this one, I was like, I'll put in some raffles or something. And when it comes time for the sneakers thing, I guess we'll see what happens whenever that happens. Because I'm bad with release dates and stuff. But hey, Well Gosh came through for me. Took a lot of the hassle out of this whole pickup. But rather than listen to me talk about getting these, let's talk about these themselves. So again, this right here is a Nike Air Huarache in some string of colors, but we're just going to call it the Escape colorway, because that's what people have been calling it on the internets. I think even Nike. And as a typical review goes, we're going to start this thing down here with the bottom. What you're looking at down there, pretty much just your standard outsole for a Huarache. You got a little bit of the slight color in the Nike Air area, but other than that, it's very much just plain. Looking at the midsole here, that too is also just plain. All around, you got that big chunky white midsole that they tend to have on these. Got a little bit of an air thing going on in the back, so there's that for you. But otherwise, pretty much your standard stuff. So again, moving on to the upper, that is. So the upper here, get you a good shot of the outer view and all that stuff, so you can get a good good picture, close up or whatever of that. But here's the thing. Overall, it's feeling pretty nice. Got some good quality and all that good stuff here. You also got a nice little scuff mark on the outside. But let's get zoomed in and we'll just actually talk about these things. We'll start in the front with the toe box area. So down there, you do see that little scuff mark I was talking about. Maybe that's something I can deal with. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't much care. But it is feeling really nice. Quality on here, really good. Really good. Thumbs up if you didn't see it. But anyway, so there's that for you. Moving on. Oh, well, it is kind of like I guess it's maybe like nubuck or something. Kind of feels almost like a weird leather, but whatever that material is, it's feeling pretty good. Doesn't feel like the normal suede. And that's in some kind of yellowish color. I don't know which color from the box that is, but you see it. Moving on towards the middle-ish area of this here particular shoe, you got more of that same material going on. This, I don't know. Again, I'm not sure what material it is. I'm not good with materials, but it looks really nice. It's kind of a brown sort of color. And then behind that, you do have the upper, which is kind of a nylon sort of situation going on in some kind of an olive greenish type of color. So there's that for you. And then looking down just a little bit under that, you do have this kind of it's got a slight hint of green to it, this here middle area. But from a distance, you might think it's just kind of like a normal off-white or something type of color. But once you get up there, you'll see what I'm saying. And then moving on back just a little bit, that's where you have that big strap thing. So you got black on that for the most part. The only part where it's not quite black is on the very back. And even then, it's a dark color. It's just got that translucent thing. So it's kind of like a smoke sort of vibe going on or whatever. So there's that for you. And then finishing things off with the very back, you do have more of that nylon type material, neoprene, whatever, peeking through it down at the bottom. Very stretchy down there. I noticed that the other day when I was wearing those screen greens. But anyway, so you got that going on, right? That's mostly the upper here for the most part on the outside. It's got that nice, like I said, to the touch, it's got that nice feeling leather, suede, not suede, maybe, I don't know, whatever it is. It's good. It feels good. Just know that. I'm done with that. Moving on to the front here to finish things off. Where you have these laces here, you're going to notice they're pretty much your standard things, right? Nothing too fancy about it. Just your typical whites. But it works for this color way, kind of, sort of. It seems to me that they should have gone with a different color, but that's a personal opinion. Maybe you agree with what I'm saying, maybe you don't, whatever. And then above that, you do have the Air Huarache logo and all that stuff at the top with a black background with some white logo thing in the middle, and that's how the text is. So there's that for you too. And then past that, as far as the upper goes, I believe that's everything on the outside of the shoe. So get you another picture or two or whatever, just to give you another shot up close and get you from like another angle or two, that sort of thing. If you've seen my reviews, you know how these things work. There's a formula to them or something. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the inside, right? So down there on the inside, what you're looking at is pretty much just that same logo that I've seen on the last couple of Huaraches. I don't know if that's just what they're doing right now or if it's because these are like mildly limited, but you got this Nike International thing. That's pretty much what it is. And I know I held the shoe up upside down, but again, that was just me not really paying a whole lot of attention. It happens a lot, like a lot. So there's that. Now the sock liner here, it's kind of that same sort of green tinted color that you saw on the outside, which is a color that I do like. I had never really thought much about it before, but now that I see it in action, it's like, oh, that's pretty decent. So that's cool. But past that, I believe that's the whole visual of the shoe. Personal thoughts real quick. Still, I'm going to stand by my initial feelings of saying it's not my favorite of the last couple that have come out. At least not the ones that I picked up. But I do like it, so it gets points for that. And as expected, the materials here, whatever they may be, are feeling very good. So thumbs up for that too. Makes me feel like my money was not wasted. Now, that's done. Let's talk about some sizing for you guys and show you what these things actually look like when you wear them, because that's mildly important too. Now, as I said before, if you watched the whole video and you saw that, these happen to be in a 10, right? Normally, I go true to size, 9.5 for me. On my Huaraches, they are a snug fit. Most people will tell you that. Probably everybody except like me and like 3 people I know. But either way, I would generally go with the true to size fit because I like a snug fit, and that's what the Huarache offers. Some people think it's too snug, and that's why a lot of people would say to go up half a size. So I, again, go true to size for you. If you want to take that chance and see if it's not going to be too snug for you or whatever, do what I'm doing. If you don't want to take that chance, go on up half a size and see what works for you. I believe you can still find some Huaraches in stores, so if you have that opportunity to try them on, I definitely suggest doing that, right? But one of the things that does make the fit the way it is because there is kind of a sort of a sock-like build to this, right? With the way the upper is, that's kind of where it is. Kind of like a Jordan 7 in some ways, or a Jordan 9. Moving on to the comfort. The comfort of these things, I do like that sock-like feel. It gives it a nice feeling on the upper, right? And then the cushioning down here in the midsole, that's also very good. So if you want something for some all-day comfort that you can walk around in, doing whatever it is you're going to be doing, maybe you're going to Six Flags or something, this thing right here is going to be working out pretty well for you. I can say that speaking from experience, because I just wore a pair all day a couple days ago. I think it was Monday. But either way, past that, there's not a whole lot to really say about this. You've seen enough of it. I've talked enough about it. So we are just going to wrap this thing up so we can both move on with our days. So there's that for you. The Nike Air Huarache in the Escape colorway. Not a bad shoe, right? Leave your comments down below if you want to, or you can also not. A lot of people choose the second option for whatever reason, probably because it's easier. So for now, from me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I have to get a bunch of crap together because I'm going to be recording my first quarter of 2021 pickups. It's a lot. Later, people.